Care now offers Vitone Tonic Immunity Booster. Vitone Tonic is fortified with vitamin C and zinc. It is formulated to promote healthy metabolism, energetic performance, and peak immune response. Vitone Tonic is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and
time is just about 15 minutes past the hour of 10 as we get ready for Radio Market. I have my co-host in studio with me already. But he's a real militant man, you know. He'll be on time. He ain't nothing about kiddish on time, you know. He said, I'll be here for 10. And he was here for 10. Now, you know, I'll be here for 10. I was just cool, you know, because he's saying, well, okay, here for 10. Let me see, 10:15. Must be 10 to 10. He looking in the door, see? I believe before that and all. 9:46. 9:46. I mean, you really ain't an unmortgagation time, but okay, so we're gonna get ready. We're gonna start. Okay, so stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. We up next. Playing our theme song. Bevan, you ready? You ready to go?
Time is something you're trying to control. You can't control it.
Now 17 minutes past 10, and let me say good morning to Marlon. Let me call him the American way is Marlon, right? Marlon? Is Marlon? Here we just say Marlon.
Marlon is good.
Marlon?
Marlon. So, yeah. Some people call me Marlon, is like a fish.
Marlon. Yeah.
Marlon, bye, Marlon.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so you're good with that. You don't.
I silencio.
Yes.
I say morning.
Exactly, morning, right? I love that in you, you know, that's one thing. You love being home. I love that. That's number one. That when you come home, you enjoy being home.
I never left home.
Yeah, they got persons who come and they're irritable after a week, and I have to go back. It's too slow here, and I can't take it. And
then they never was from here. That's the difference. You have to be from a place to really identify when you return.
Yeah.
But if you never had that, whatever the reason might have been, it's difficult to come back and just absorb it.
Yeah.
Like I tell folks, when I come home, I don't look for nobody. Sink is welcome me home.
Yeah.
All what it meant to me and how I grew up in it and the people. Not some specific anything.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, you know what? I also think that they see you walking around or you're driving away and you just, what's up? And you talk to people and say, they have no idea what is under your belt, you know.
That's good.
You know, I mean, they don't have an idea.
He can tell you, but that's good.
Yes. Cameraman, we have a guest in studio with us this morning. He is not from he can be an honorary citizen of St. Christopher and Nevis since he has we can adopt him.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and you and your family, we taking you over now, so you know a kitchen, okay?
Thank you.
Yes. So his name, let me let him introduce himself.
I am Terrell Dickens from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. And born and bred in Texas.
Yes.
Rear up in Texas, meaning you were brought up, schooling, yes. Everything was in Texas.
Yes.
You know, you had to explain the rear.
Nah, you get it.
Born and
in
rear.
Texas, they got stairs, you know, and they rear stairs.
Yeah. Okay. So Texas, I've never been there, but, you know, when you hear Texas, you're thinking about cowboys, so you have on your hat and your spurs and all of that.
We call it Stetson.
Your Stetson and all of that.
We wear that for ceremonial purposes. It's not a function of everyday thing.
And even when you look at like TV and you say, okay, looking at Walker, Texas Ranger and so, right? Yeah. He ain't want nobody touching hat, you know. His Stetson.
Stetson, yeah.
His Stetson.
It's
He take it off to fight, put it back on, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
traditional kind of thing. It's ceremonial.
Okay.
It's big chest, Texas thing. Everything is big and bravado, and so it has a lot to do with that. Plus, the actual Stetson was worn by cavalry soldiers. It was a way to identify, them in a particular way, and it was intended to mean something a little bit more. So you say we call in the cavalry. It means that things are going bad, and these guys or whoever can come in is going to do what's necessary to make it right.
So you're also an Army veteran. You're finished. You retired.
Yes, I retired. I did 22 years in the military.
How much years is it then?
31.
Oh, you all could say so long.
I don't know how to even answer that. I go ahead. Give her your.
How could you stay so long?
Well, when you get comfortable, within the environment, and sometimes you have that will to continue to go. And, sometimes, like for me, I didn't know nothing else. I came in the military at the age of 17.
Like Marlon.
Yeah, so it was like I didn't know nothing else. I had one job before joining the military, so it was all I knew,
Okay. So for Marlon, it's the same thing because you went from, you said last week that you were drafted from high school.
Yeah,
you were in grammar school. Yeah, and then you were drafted in, so you went straight into it. So that's the only life you knew as well.
I had a job before in St. Thomas, but it was a clerical job for like 7-8 months before I had to report to for training. So yeah, for me it's the same thing. What I found, and I think it's true for a lot of people, you get into something and depends on what your likes and dreams and hopes are. You start to pay attention to it, and if its feedback is positive, you get enticed. The Army have a thing called a reenlistment. You don't go in the Army for 20 years. You go in for 2, 3, whatever you sign for, and at some point, reenlistment comes up. We have the option to stay or go. What the Army will do, like any business, they will target in their mind what they figure.
Who they think is
we want to
stable.
keep this guy. We want to keep this guy
Yeah.
because it's easier to keep somebody than to have to pay money to retrain somebody from it takes a lot of years to build.
Okay.
And if you let people leave just haphazardly without trying to entice them to stay.
We have a caller. Hi, good morning. Okay, we had 2 calls, but they're gone. Okay, go ahead.
But so I'm saying that I think that as you self-actualize, you make choices. Okay, where did I came from? Where am I going to go back to if I leave this? Is this working for me? And if it's working for you, you're likely to say, well, I'll try it again another time. Before you know it, you're 10 years in. And then 10 years in, 10 years from there, you're eligible to retire. And so somebody could be inclined to say, well, I made it to the first 10, I'll get the other 10 and retire. And some people do that.
But we hear you don't hear these so good stories of being in the Army and in the Navy and in the Marines and so we mostly hear, the stories that make you want to think twice about going and joining and
Depends
stuff.
on the messenger. Not everything you hear that people say is always 100%
Yeah,
true.
but the majority of the times you hear that.
No, it's the messenger. Let me tell you something. The military is not for everybody.
Okay, we
It
have
just
a caller.
isn't.
1
Go
minute. Hi, good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I want to say good morning to the young man there from Newton, Marlon.
Good morning, Newton man. Proud Newton
You
man.
have to bring your son. Let me see him. You always told me about him.
I'll have to find you and you'll see him.
And
He's
tell
in
Jazzy
school
that Rock don't adapt you and your son. You
Got
have full citizenship from City Rock. Have a good day, Marlon.
Have a good day, proud
Newton
Newton man.
man.
Yes. Thanks for calling.
That's jam down.
I know he be. Listen, she saw me one day in the Dumb Rock. I was just talking with the fellas, be drinking a Guinness, and I'm a Newton man. Don't ask me to talk about St. Paul. Okay?
Yeah.
So he said, "Boy, you're a pro Newton man." He said, "Boy, you been got all these years, you didn't forget none of that stuff." I said, "How can you forget who you be? How do someone forget who they be?"
I know.
So for me, it's become some inside badge of recognition when you see me. As a matter of fact, one day my vehicle broke down, and I needed a hand to push it out to get it out of the way. Was that? And guess who walked by me? proud new young man. And I was wishing that somebody would come by and help. And he walked by. He said, "What do you want?"
Hi, good morning.
Are we selling today?
Good
Hello.
morning, Debbie.
Yes, morning.
Nice to hear your voice.
Yes, nice to hear you, Paula.
Oh, yes, I'll give thanks. I'd like you to pick up my daughter, Jacinth Dorset, in Asia. Celebrating tomorrow. Please pick up Nick Stove
Okay.
and tell him I hope he get well soon.
Thank you, Paula. I'll pass on.
And I like to hear Marlon's voice. It sounds sweet. Good you up.
Morning, morning.
God is good. Keep up the good work, Marlon.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll try my best.
Thank you, Paula. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Cousin Jazzy.
Hey, morning. Morning.
Hello.
Sunny morning.
Morning, nice to talk to you again. That's what my brother just talking to you. Jam down.
Yeah, yes.
I'm the oldest brother. And Jazzy, you got a cousin retired from the Marine Corps 21 years, my uncle's son. He
Okay.
lives in Seattle, Washington. He's your cousin too.
Okay.
And he did 21 years in the Marine Corps. He fought in the Gulf War, he fought in Panama, and he fought in Grenada.
Okay.
So you got a big military guy in your family too.
Thank
So
you, Sunny
Marlon,
boy.
congratulations for serving the U.S. Army, and much kudos go out to you as another Kiddishan, from Kiddishan to Kiddishan. But there's a lot of Kiddishan that serve in the United States military, and I'm proud of you all.
Thank
And
you, thank
Jazzy,
you.
Tell Nick I say hello.
I will. All right. Take care.
Okay.
Okay.
Morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Jazzy.
Hey, morning.
Yes, Bonnie.
Hey,
I hear we cheap package rabbit.
you got package?
Yes, this cheap package.
3 packet.
3 package rabbit?
Yes, yes.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right, 3 package.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm waiting it. Just like how you say, Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I have one with 4 babies for 150.
Okay. Wait, waiting all that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
150.
oh, yeah, right. One with 6 babies, 250. And the last one with 7 babies, 250.
Ouch, that hurt. Bunny, where you be?
I just want to
Don't make it sound so.
let me let's go turn down the radio there. Hold on.
All right. Okay, so it's a 3 package rabbits.
Full of babies.
All you know, but I mean, rabbits full of babies for 2. Rabbits, and then you got 150, 250. Hey,
You got me good now?
a little better. Go ahead.
Yes, so I was saying the next package is one with 7 babies for 250.
Yeah, it is 6 for 250, and the one with 4 for 150.
Yes,
So 250 and 150. That's it.
yes.
And what's your number again?
And the number, I'll give you the same number because there are some people that call from digital.
Okay.
763 1781
1781.
763 1781
And what?
and 665 7540.
75
40.
40.
Yes.
Got you covered.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I got to work for me this morning and listen because me just can't get some of the numbers them and so. Okay, so here 3 package rabbits. All right, 150, 250. Hi, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have some young pigs to sell.
Some young pigs.
Young pigs.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going for $200. The number is to call is 664-6892.
Which 92?
68.
6892.
Okay. 92. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Okay. You have a good day. Love you.
You too. Love you too. Take care.
Okay.
Okay. I do laugh at what Paula said.
Get me in trouble. Okay?
Paula, I'm telling you. Okay, so tell me, Terrell, are you understanding us?
Yes, I can hear a little bit. Yes.
You get it? Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, Marlon had to explain to you accordingly. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I have a Hamilton Beach toaster oven for $450. It's new brand.
Hamilton?
Yeah, Beach toaster oven. It's a big one. $450.
Okay.
And I have a burner gas grill with side burner for $1,500.
One burner
Gas grill.
gas grill.
Four burner gas grill with side burner for $1,500.
Okay, so what is the
Brand?
It's a grill and stove together.
Okay, what I'm trying to figure out is 1 minute, a 4 burner. Okay, the price for the first one is what again?
The price for the grill
First
is
one.
$1,500.
The toaster oven?
The toaster
toast-
oven is $450.
$450, okay.
Yeah, and I have a 4-piece lamp set for $200.
Wait, the gas grill is for how much? $1,500?
$1,500.
Okay, and then you say I have what now?
A 4-piece lamp set for $200.
One 4-piece lamp set?
For $200.
I'll type in, you see?
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't type fast, so. 400?
4-piece lamp set for $200.
Okay, and that's it?
200.
For 200.
Oh, 200, that's it?
Yeah, and my number is 661
Yeah.
8110.
661-8110.
Yes.
Got you covered.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye. Take care. Okay, we're going good so far. Oh, you continue to call, are we? We're doing good. Okay, so I was talking to the... Bevan, if you can hear me, I would like the cameras to go on Mr. Dickens, who is in studio with us as well, so persons can see him as we speak. Right? So you could just turn the camera if you could get the double shot. That will be quite cool. Okay, Marlon, last week I was talking to... I went to see Mick. We was up at Mick and we was hanging out. And let me see. Do you remember that the girls' high school was once a government house? Girls' high
A
school?
little before my time.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, but and you know the funny thing is the person who tell me so, me much older than me, you know. So
But
he must be here, you know. He got it from something, because he was telling me a few things, right? Like Madhouse Alley, you know, Madhouse Alley.
In Newtown. Yeah.
He said he got the name because a crazy house was there,
Possibly.
but I don't remember. I mean, maybe it was way before our time too.
I
Right?
never heard anybody
Yeah.
say that, but it's possible.
Yeah. So
How you get names.
Miss Henry, if you're listening, please call us. We would like to know if that is so, right? That if it is so that Madhouse Alley got the name because the crazy house was there, I would like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Good morning. Morning.
Hey, morning.
Hey.
Hi, Judge, good morning.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm calling to get in a free ad, right? We're a non-profit organization. It's called Leaders of Tomorrow Foundation, based in Tabernacle. We have a little fun day, a little sports festival today at the Tabernacle playing field.
Okay.
It's a fundraiser for our upcoming back-to-school drive. So I'm just letting the people in the Tabernacle area and the neighboring communities
Okay.
to join us on the festival in Tabernacle at 1 o'clock today for a little fun sports.
Okay.
Fun sports there. All right?
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Good morning.
Balance me.
Balance me.
Good morning, Marlon. Balance you today.
Morning, balance me.
Morning.
I'm hanging in there. God, I'm hanging in there.
Right, that's right. Jazzy, I wanted to ask the lady with the young pig them, right? If them out long like the mama one.
You'll have
But she
to.
can't have the phone too quick. But anyway, Marlon, you remember he had a man live up Newry Street. We used to call him Snanny. Well, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he had a motorcycle and he was an old man. And one day he and his wife was coming from down the bay, going home, up Victoria Road. And as soon as he reached boys' school gate, rain started to come and he tell the lady, hold the hat and knock in 10. And when he get the throttle a little jump, the front wheel went up in the air, so he was the first man, pop wheel on the motorcycle, and the two of them fall down. Right in front of baby dog Link. And Edwins were coming on the road this way, and police Edwin. When you read on here, what happened? Somebody knock you? So the lady said, no. when he see the rain, he tell me, hold me hat in knocking 10. And he went up in and he try we drop right here. Agent tell him, I'm going to summon you for furious driving in a school zone. That was the story of Nanny hold your hat and knocking 10.
That's Mr. Musgrave, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Musgrave had lived in Neva Street. Yeah. Yes, he lived in Neva Street. Hi, good morning.
Morning, Jazzy.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, culture. When the good thing you don't sit down when culture talking, you hear me because okay, something else. Morning, culture.
Leave me alone.
Morning, I just called to say good morning to Mick. Wish him all the best. And hope he had a good day on his birthday and celebrate until the month done, my boy, and everybody else. Have a good day.
All right,
thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanti Moll.
Okay, bye.
All right. Okay, so, anyway, he don't leave me alone on this good Saturday morning, yeah, you know.
Balance me loves you. He can't help himself.
Yes.
He can't help himself.
You know, he's one of the best. He was one of the cyclists from yesteryear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do cycling in the park, in Warner Park. They used to have a lot of cycling. And Heiliger, Mick's brother, Nigel Heiliger, it was him and this other guy named Scott, I think, Lappy.
Lappy, yeah.
Right, and they were well known for that. They went down to St. Thomas. They went to Canada. I think they were riding in Canada once, and they must be had on. Me and if I don't know, Colchega called me because Nigel was telling us last week about the weights on the bike was too much, whereas the guys from Canada had light weights. Yeah. So by the time they done lap them, they're still going because they went with these heavier,
bike,
yeah.
Takes more to move them.
Yes, so they had difficulty moving them and so. But Terrell, you say that's all the life, you know, in the army.
Yeah, well, yeah,
basically.
Much, yes.
So you didn't do anything before, like you see how Marlon said he had a job before.
Well, I had I worked at a restaurant. You know,
okay.
I was a dish boy before I came in the military.
Okay.
But, you know, that was just, you know, something that
like a side thing.
Yeah, I did that at home, you know. So it was really nothing to train up on. But once I, you know, got in the military, it was a whole different ball game.
Yeah. So how high did you go in the military?
Sergeant first class.
Okay.
Which is, it's E7. It's 2 steps below.
Lieutenant or no? Okay.
Command Sergeant Major.
Yeah.
The Army has two tracks basically. You have the enlisted track and you have the officer track. Enlisted starts at a private E1, E2, private E2, PFC, private first class, specialist, which is E4.
Okay.
E5 is a sergeant, and the E6 is a staff sergeant. You keep the next rank, and a sergeant first class is the next rank. And what you'll normally see is that people who make it to sergeant first class could make it in between a 9 to 15-year period of service based on the job they do, based on how many slots available for promotion, because you could be the best thing in the world, but if there's no job to put you in, you have to wait until a job come open, so to speak. So 20 years of sergeant first class in the military, and I'm not speaking out of turn here, is considered a very successful career, because you're not gonna. There's only a certain amount of people gonna make it to 8 and 9 based on availability of. It's like a pyramid. At some point in time, you know, because he could have probably chosen to stay longer and might have made it to first sergeant. You know, but in many cases, some people choose 20 years to say, if I didn't get to where I want to get, but at least I got to where I feel pretty good about myself. And a 20-year career for a soldier coming on at 17, he retires, he's 37 years old. He still have a
set for life.
A second, but he has a second,
and he have options to do other things. Yes,
or to supplement whatever his income, because he's not going to make the same money when he retire. But he's young enough to choose to.
Yeah,
you know, and so then you have those who stay. In my case, I could have retired at 20 myself, but I didn't. I kind of like what I was doing.
Okay,
and I stayed till I kind of had to leave.
So do you have to sit exams in order to go up, like to get ranks, or the ranks come by the years?
No, there's a combination of that. Well, first of all, when you advance from the lowest ranking position as private, there'll come a time where so much time in service and you're performing adequately would get you to, say, specialist, right?
Okay.
And then after that, then you have to go to promotion boards. Appear before a board where you put you a set of drills where you will respond accordingly, and the board panel member will determine whether or not you get selected for promotion sergeant E5, and the same thing is for staff sergeant. They have a similar process for sergeant first class, but this time you don't appear before them, your records appear before. And I sat on one of those boards that promoted him, not specifically him, but to the rank he got promoted to. As a matter of fact, I think I pinned your rank on.
Yes.
Yeah, some years ago. But when you go past staff sergeant, after that it's called a centralized promotion system. Before that, it's called a decentralized promotion system. So the promotion is conducted inside the organizations. When you go to Sergeant First, it's like a managerial type position. Because you have troops, you have a lot more. You have like a Sergeant First class platoon sergeant will have maybe 4 or 5 section chiefs, and in their sections maybe 8 to 9 to 10 soldiers. So at some point in his career, he would have had maybe a 54-man platoon or a 30-man platoon, depends on the organizational size. But for him to get promoted to that rank, his records of performance that's been documented over the years and his efficiency reports must be sent to the Department of the Army. And once a year, they have a centralized promotion board for Sergeant First Class, for Master Sergeant, and for Sergeant Major.
Okay.
In 2002, I sat as a member in Indianapolis reviewing candidates to get promoted from the rank of Staff Sergeant to Sergeant First Class.
You said something when you were talking just now about pinning on.
We said pin. The rank itself has little holes in it. I mean, little pins.
Yeah.
And then you pin them and then you put a button behind.
So what is the significance? Because you said I pinned you already. So what does that mean when you put on his pin? What does?
Well,
he could tell you. When I got promoted to Sergeant First Class, it was such a honor to get that rank, and being under the leadership of Marlon at the time. Not at the time, but when I first was introduced to his unit that he was in charge of, I was a young pup. So I was fresh, 2 maybe 3 years in the military. So I gained a lot of knowledge and leadership skills from Marlon. Okay. So when I got promoted to Sergeant First Class, that was my tribute to him, to say, I learned from you. This is who I look up to. So I requested that he would,
okay, I get it.
That on.
Okay,
yes.
that's nice. That's really cool. Okay, let's just say hi to Jean Edwards. Hi. I realize that we're not on for true. I'm looking at the TV and I'm not seeing us, so I don't know if there's something going on.
Technical difficulties?
A little technical difficulties, so we will be back hopefully. Humi Pemberton, good morning, my family. Have a fabulous day. Listening from France. Nice to know you're in. Valerie Martin, good morning. Jasmine watching and listening from St. Croix, Virgin Islands. Nice to have you as well. Yeah, I realize we can't see anything. Okay. So I guess they're working on it. Vanda Lloyd. Vanda, good night. Good night, Vandra. Nice to have you as well. Okay, for those of you who are listening, though, just want to let you know that Marlon was in the Army for 31 years, and I'm hearing from him today, and he has a friend in studio with us, so I just want to know. I want y'all to understand who he is outside of Marlon in St. Kitts, what he did, for the last, and that's a lot, 31 years. And I don't know, I think I need to incorporate you in our army right now. Good morning.
Ballasby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marlon?
Morning, Ballasby.
Yeah, you can take a man out of the country, but you can't take the country out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutamente.
Well, I see. You're from Newtown, what we call the fighting village.
Yeah.
And you leave Newtown fighting village and you go in America go join another fighting village for 31 years.
Lighten
you
up.
really
Listen,
like the fighting?
listen, lighten up on your tongue. We're not fighting people. We just defend.
Not trouble. Not trouble people illegally. You just could
We
fight.
We defend.
Okay.
We defend the home turf. We defend.
Yeah.
We don't attack. We defend.
I love that.
Yeah, balance me now. Let me tell you about the thing, right? Where you were talking about the bike.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to be real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, the popular names in sync is when you talk about bike. You always hear Wincy and Lappy. Wincy and Lappy. And we decided that, along with Nigel, that we have to go to 1978 Commonwealth Games in Canada. Well, 2 days before we leave, Nigel get in an accident and he couldn't really go up in the air with the condition. So me and Lappy went and then Scott meet us over there. But every race that they had up there in the track, me and Lappy alone take part in it. Scott was present, but then Scott never did go. He found a lot of fault, really. So that is another case.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened, I really had a real track bike. And Lappy bike, we had to do some altering to make it look like a track bike. So while we were on the track training, those experts spot Lappy bike. And then they stop us and then they were checking around and they realized it and they tell Lappy that he cannot use that on the track because it was not designed as a track bike. And so those journalists was around and the news went wild. And Kitishon Canadian, they come to our rescue and they gave us the permission to go to any bicycle shop in Edmonton and choose what we want. So we did go there and we choose bike. But then my track bike that I got from up there, I didn't buy that from the thing because I buy a road bike. And a tall guy like me, he brought his bike. He told me, man, you can use my track bike on the thing. Well, I appreciated it and I used it. But when a bike is made to your specification, it fits you just like your shot Jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
So the bike was made for him and it was a little bit off for me. But I do my best with it. And me and Lappy, we did well. And you know what them Trinidadian asked us? He said, well, boy, every race all you in it, ball. What all you be bull? We said, no, man, we come from Little Sink it, but we strong and determined.
All right.
But anyway, longer story, but not the time.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, okay then.
Good morning.
Oh, you called my name, didn't you, teacher? Present teacher?
I did.
Present, and to all of your guests.
Yes.
And the homeboy.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning. I have a nephew in Houston. He went in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Army different to the Navy, right?
Yeah, but we do the same thing.
I know.
Land and sea. But yeah, you're right. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He is my brother's son. His mother was Dorothy Simpson. He carried the name Calvin Fluke Nelson, if you see him on Facebook.
Okay. Well, thanks for his service.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Come back, we need some down here, we have to get some of the old army and Navy.
Yeah, they need to. I don't think, you see, well, I hope the powers that be listening to Marlon and Tyrell so they could probably incorporate them and bring them down.
You be here, you come to it, they say, oh, you come knock about the people.
But he from here.
Yeah.
He from Newtown.
Right?
I get it all the time. I'm used to it. I got broad back, thick skin.
Oh, maybe me and your family.
Broad back, thick skin, and water just run off me like a duck, you know?
A lot of things they make me back broad.
Yeah, you can't stop people's thoughts.
Now you know the way you got to do.
I appreciate their sentiments and how they look at life.
Yeah, no, let me tell you about this Meadows Valley. You know where it is?
Yeah.
I know it's that. My brother.
Well, you're born here talking about Jazzy, the family.
Oh.
I have friends live in Meadows Alley, yes.
Well, my father was born in Meadows Alley.
Mm-hmm.
But he never told me which house, you know.
Mm.
I always wonder when I walk today, I wonder which house my father was born in, eh?
If I'm correct, Miss Charlemagne had a shop on the corner of George Street and Meadows Alley.
Right, that's where Judith ended up. And
exactly.
the Moravian
had
school was there.
Yes, a matter of fact,
Town? Yeah.
I know it very well because my godmother, Miss Richardson, was big in the Moravian church. And so when Sunday school finished up at church at 2:30 in the afternoon,
right,
guess where I was at
in the Moravian thing. You let us know the
I was in Newtown in the Moravian church helping my godmother.
By the way, you remember Miss Fred? A woman named Miss Fred on Douglas Street.
Vaguely, yes. Been a while, but yes.
Right.
The name.
She was my father's sister. She had a daughter named Bernadine.
I was a bit young, but I remember.
I know.
Okay.
So anyway, let's get to the
Madhouse. Yes.
If you I don't know if you know, the prison was on George Street before it moved to 1814 location.
Okay.
Right? It came, I don't know exactly where, but it was on George Street. And then they moved it to Keon Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
The crazy people, they would, depending on the state of lunacy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they were sent to Antigua. Remember, Antigua was the central asylum.
Asylum, yeah, for.
But the Leeward Islands, that's like the prison too. So if you think they send you to Antigua.
Okay.
The poorhouse used to be in the hospital, the Cunningham Hospital.
Oh, okay.
And then it was moved from there in 1927 down to Cardin Avenue where it is.
Right now. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they built a section for the people with mental issues. And of course, when it full, periodically, if you're kind of violent, they would send you to Antigua. So that much I could tell you.
So Madhouse, you said the house, the crazy house was in Madhouse Alley, and then you spoke about George Street? The prison being on George Street, but you didn't give us enough about Madhouse Alley. What you said?
Madhouse Alley is the alley up from Judith Place.
Yeah.
I realized
so the crazy house was there, yes, was there?
Or something like that. But I think it's the whole alley they call Madhouse Alley.
But the crazy house was there?
Eh?
The Madhouse was there?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay.
All of that mad people in there.
Okay.
My father was born 1917.
Okay.
So if it was, it had to be before that time, or it was
Okay,
down
well then
in
that's
the lower part of the alley.
way. Okay, thank you.
All right, so calling upon all of the older.
Yeah, that's way.
Some of them are not with us anymore.
I'm telling you. Okay.
All right then.
Thank you. Okay, so somebody's saying good morning. Joycelyn Windleton says that she was 22 years. She says to tell your guests thanks for their service. And she also had 22 years in the U.S. Army.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, Joycelyn Windleton. Yes. Windleton. Yes. Okay. Jean Edwards, yes, she said she's not seeing us.
No.
Yep.
We're off the air.
So somebody says, let's see, we have some visiting professors today in Radio Market University. Yes, we do. James Lawrence, good morning to you. And I'll tell Cousin Mick hi. Yes, Y. Duncan, good morning from Houston, Texas. You hear more about Houston, Texas than... But I know of San Antonio, Texas. But no, we hear a lot about Houston.
Houston is the biggest city in Texas. So a lot of people, it's 5 million people in Houston versus 1.8 in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Dallas,
much
Dallas got more?
Yeah,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah. But it's small. It's
smaller, yeah. As far as size, yeah.
Okay.
You know something, Jazzy, not to change the subject, something that I have observed in 5 or 6 times that I've been here. I don't hear a lot of people calling from, let's call it this, what we say country, you know. We don't, St. Paul, today heard Tabernacle the first time, you know, it's Keon. We don't hear those people, and I wonder, is it because we're not been heard in that part of the island?
Yeah, we are. They call, I guess they call when it depends.
Okay, I'm not saying it just happens.
Yeah,
it's been
because they do listen.
Yeah, it's a small percentage that I notice. Every time I hear somebody is all dominated by
the Bastia area. Yeah.
And that's curious.
They do call. Yeah, but it's for true, periodically. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh. That's the dog man, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and direct on the radio today.
Yes.
My name is Joe the Dog Man, number 1 in the land. So today we still selling the Belgium Monower and the German Shepherd combination.
Okay.
We've made them together that they can be stronger because of the full-bred Shepherd has displeasure. We combinate it because we want to get a stronger dog, a better dog, and a smarter dog. If you want a smart dog, check me out. We have Belgium Monower versus German Shepherd. Check me out, dog man number 1. We give the best in the island. Call him anytime, 63-2100. Don't speak now. Call me, link me. I'm out.
Oh, it takes everybody.
Boy, we got all kind of, that's why I love radio back either, because we got all kind of people calling in. Oh my gosh, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, Marlon.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Lodge. You know where Lodge is?
But you know, I sure know where Lodge is. Let me tell you, if you're in Lodge, that means you just passed Atlee's, Keon was before that, and Keys and... thank you. Thank you.
You say you're only here in the town, so I'm calling from Lodge.
But thank you. I'm saying to you that I hadn't heard the dominance has been Basti.
Yeah.
And I'll just bring that to the forefront. Not because Lodge or the rural area, any part of the rural did anything wrong. I just hadn't heard it. I wonder if they was here in the radio station all over the island.
We hear it all the time, and I called Jazzy to congratulate her with you and the other guy there, who is a professor of this Radio Market University. Marlon, this is a university, you know.
I appreciate it.
This has more degrees than a thermometer, you know.
Wait, thank you for the tenure, okay? I appreciate it.
It has more degrees than a tenure. But, Jazzy, one day I called her. When Miss Henry called, I thought you had mentioned to her about the government house up at where the girls' school was.
Oh, yes.
You forget that part?
Yeah, man. But I'm glad you're on, so speak the things, yes.
I don't know. I was listening to hear.
Yeah, it was once a
I
girl's
wasn't sure myself either. I was listening to hear myself.
Next time she called, just ask her about it, because I never know about I heard about Madhouse Alley.
Oh, yeah.
But as Marlon said, in those times, that's how they get the names.
Exactly.
You know?
But I want to share something with you. Let me interject. There's a lady from Tabernacle, okay?
Yes.
And one day, she invited me to hang out with them. There's a few ladies, they do a little beach stuff, a lot of people from the diaspora. And she said, I'm not from Tabernacle. I'm from Tabernacle.
Okay.
And believe you me, if you meet her, that's exactly how she introduced herself. She said, I'm not from Tabernacle. I'm from Tabernacle. So what's in the name of this pronunciation? You know?
That's a big thing. You hear me? She lucky that somebody and sing a calypso.
But she said it.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much, man. For
she lucky somebody and sing a calypso and come about Tabernacle. Kwani Daniel, the number 465-2555 if you want to call in. 465-2555. Yes, Tabernacle. Okay. Good morning. I'm from Nevis Street.
That's right.
Good morning.
This talking about the government house up in Victoria Ward. The government house up in front of the tennis court. The green building which was there before was the government headquarters.
May I understand?
Governor got down the house.
Wait there, Joe, because you don't talk fast and I got to follow you. Okay? So what are you saying?
I am saying to you that the government house was in front of the tennis court in Victoria Road.
You mean what?
They're break down right now and they're making something there like that does knock it out. That is where it used to be. That's what I know it to be.
You mean South Africa?
No, in front of the South Africa.
Okay. On the other side, by the
opposite side.
Youth and Community Development?
That used to be, they're now knocking on the building and they're now doing some gates and everything in there.
Oh, where a white wall is and so.
Right,
okay. Oh.
That's what it used to be when I know it as. I don't know. Somebody might educate us in it, but I know it used to be there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so the government house used to be where? So maybe you could give him a drive around when and come down by the Moravian Church in that area you're coming down where the Bastia Junior High used to be.
You mean Bastia High?
Bastia High used to be in there, and then you have the Green House, I think that is now Social Development.
Yeah.
And then the house in there.
Yeah, I think social development movement
yes.
used to be. They're up in the Pentecostal.
Part of them is up there, I think, and some down here. Somebody down here and so. Okay, so Miss Henry, if you're listening, we want to know where the old government house used to be, where government house was. And somebody also told me that the old hospital was where the St. Barnabas Church is. Anglican St. Barnabas Church in the avenue. That's where it used to be before it went to Cunningham Street. So, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, I have some things to sell.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. One dining room set.
One dining room set?
Yes, please. 2,000. Living room set, 2,000.
Okay.
Any more how many pieces to it?
How many pieces to the living room set? You see what to help me, you know?
Yeah, and dining room, yeah.
Yeah, the dining room set is how much?
Pieces.
2,000.
The pieces.
How many chairs?
Seater, how much seats?
For the living
dining
room. Which one? For the
dining room is a 4-seater or 6-seater?
Yeah, the dining room set is a 6-seater.
Okay, and the living room set is a 3-piece or 4-piece?
The living room set is a 3-piece.
Okay.
But 2 of the chairs are 1-seaters and 1 is a 2-seater.
So she got love seat.
Okay, love seat. Okay, wonderful. Go ahead.
Center table, 450.
Okay.
Side table, 400.
What table?
Side table.
Side table.
400.
Okay.
Shelving unit.
How tall, approximately?
375.
How tall?
Well, I guess probably when they call next time, if anybody call, I will be able to give them the measurement, but I don't know the measurement right now. I never measured it.
Approximately. Okay. How tall are you, Bo? 5 feet what? How tall are you? Bo,
hello?
How tall are you? I'm just estimating. You could give us it don't have to be exact. It could be a rough estimate. How tall are you, Bo? 5 feet? 5 feet 6?
No, I'm shorter than that.
Okay, so we can say you're about 5 feet 6, just for practical purposes. So, are you looking at this the shelving? You have to look on top of it, or is it below you?
It's below me.
Okay, so it's about 4 feet. About 4 feet shelving.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
We lost track now.
Mirror set, 150.
What that was? What?
Mirror set.
Mirror set.
150. Stove burner covers. $85 a set.
Okay, so you're trying back your door now. You got a blackboard outside and you know write on things because you got a store, you know.
Is this VAT free day?
It was the VAT free day, boy.
Napkin holders.
Okay.
$70.
Okay.
And they have vases, but they are all different prices.
All right. What's your number?
That's it. 661 9398.
Okay, got you covered.
Okay then. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sister. I'm calling from inner city.
Hey.
I just want to let all the customers know that we don't have any peanuts, and I just want to tell Uncle Mick, get well. We're praying for him. Have a blessed day.
All right, Jane Hannah Nuts. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jazzy.
Yes, good morning.
On Irish Town, remember that Bastia was the French capital?
Yep.
Low
ground.
Right, on Port Thomas Road, the church, the Anglican church, that was the French hospital.
So what you say it was?
The French built it.
Where was this at?
Right where it is now, at the end of Malone Avenue.
Oh, where St. Barnabas is?
Yes.
Oh, that was a hospital there?
Yes.
Right, okay.
The French built it.
Okay. What
now
about
the Houston thing? Most of the people from the Virgin Islands, they moved to Houston.
Oh.
Or some go to Atlanta.
Okay.
So you find a lot of kitchens from the Virgin Islands and so. That's where you find our people.
They're in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, and there's an association, if your guests or visitors interested. There's a St. Kitts Nevis Houston Association.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true.
And my name, Clement O'Gara.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a part of it.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. They have a Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to find your people there, they're in Atlanta. Or they're in Houston.
I'm in Atlanta, so I'm aware of that. definitely true. And
right, yeah, from the Virgin Islands and so.
We also have a St. Kitts Nevis. We do the Independence Day celebration every year.
Oh, yeah.
Except for when we had COVID, like everybody had to shut down.
Yes, so you know where to find our people.
Yes. Most
okay.
Something else I want to tell you.
The government house. Government house. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was the governor's house. That's what they call it. It's a government house.
Mm-hmm.
We are the one is up at Springfield. That was the Anglican ministers, whether bishop or whatever, residence.
Oh, okay. So where was government house on Victoria Road? Where was? Yeah, where was it?
It's either where the girls' high school was, some building there, but it's up there it came from.
Okay, so Joe was right then.
Yes, so they moved from there and then they rented or acquired the Anglican residence at Springfield.
Okay, so Joe was right. Yes,
right
in that area. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Henry. Okay, now we're still off. We haven't come back on, so no. Okay, somebody saying Jazzy, the girls' high school on Victoria Road was originally the government house. The building was destroyed by a fire back in the 1970s. She said she remembers seeing the flames from her backyard. Okay.
Not the 70s.
It had to be more than. It had to be before that.
High school joined grammar school in 1967.
Okay, so it had to be before that.
It had to be before that.
Yeah,
because they were occupying that school. Up until 1967.
Okay.
Before they became
the merge.
Became the merge grammar school.
Okay.
Became Bassett High School.
Okay.
So I don't doubt that it was, but it would have been before the 1970s.
Before the 70s.
Yeah, you know that. I mean, you know that. You probably hear that. Yeah.
Yes.
Linda will probably tell you about that. I mean,
I know, right? Yes. Okay. So we it's like 5 or 6 past the hour of 11. I don't know. Marlon has things to do, places to go. He is hanging with Tyrell and his family, right? You have children and.
Yeah, they're all grown.
So they're not here with you?
Yeah, it's just me and my wife.
Okay.
Yes, we're on vacation.
So you could, you all need to bring your wives one of these days.
No.
No?
Well, let me not speak out of turn so he can defend his wife's situation. I'm not going to talk about that. He can defend that. I'm going to stay in my lane.
Yeah, my wife said go hang out with you.
Well,
that is so nice.
I'm calling to beg.
Hi, morning, yes?
Well, Mother, I'd like to beg for some cinnamon bush. Anybody hearing me, I'm in need of some cinnamon bush and any kind of tea bush. My number is 465-3645.
But you know the cemetery and going cinnamon bush.
Man, you know, can't see.
No, I mean, I know you can't see. Not I meant that. I meant that.
You know.
I know they said that. I was told that back in the day because they never used to dig the holes deep enough to when they put a body down.
I don't recall. I'm from the village. I don't recall a cinnamon bush.
And they said they had cinnamon bush to keep the scent.
Maybe they got the time bush.
But
by the way, you know what the fellas the men want to bring the wife? The old-time girls were waiting for them.
Oh, Lord of mercy. I don't think so.
And the wives are getting real story.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
We need to put a cap on that.
Yeah, put a cap on that. Put a cap on that. Thank you, Miss Henry. Good morning.
Hello, Cousin Jasmine. Some lady said that most Kittishan in America live in Houston, Texas. That's what she said?
I think so, yes.
That's not true. Most Kittishan in America live in New York.
She said a lot of wait, Sonny Boy.
I don't think she meant to say
that all. It's not all.
What she was trying to show is a natural migration, and there is an element of kitchens in Houston. It doesn't compare to New York. New York is just it's just too much. There's no comparison. I understand that. But that's
I stand to be corrected because I thought she said most Kittishan in America live in Houston, Texas.
I don't think she meant to say. I think she just was. I don't think, but that's not a true statement. I lived in America for many years, and I know that the concentration is heavier in New York. Houston doesn't have as much.
So when the Prime Minister got elected, he came to New York before he went to any other part of America. I couldn't go because I was sick, because I wanted to meet Nixon. I couldn't make it.
All right.
And that place was crowded. It was overflowing with Kittishan.
Okay.
And Liberty.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
Friend, this is Sister Friend.
Yes.
Just keep me in your prayer, please. The family, my husband, brother, Johnson Douglas. I always put his name over the ear. He passed away this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear.
So, Lulu, boy, I have a date. I know you have a brother in the hospital, but let us keep up one another in prayer.
Right.
So, anybody here, anything? Jonathan Douglas from St. Paul's, he passed away this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
Thank you, Sister French, and I pray that God will be with you and your family as you go through, okay?
Enjoy your day.
Our condolences to you. Good morning.
Hi, is this Radio Market?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I have a glass cabinet for sale.
One glass cabinet?
Yeah, well, holding dishes and stuff. It's $300.
Uh-huh.
The price is negotiable.
I love that.
I love that.
Finally,
number to
somebody
call is
negotiating.
664 7002.
Okay, got you covered.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, somebody said, Jazzy, tell that young man that Houston is the 4th largest city in the U.S. with 2.5 million, not 5 million. The Navy always have your back, bro. The Navy always have your back. Okay, that's what he said. Then the buildings were eventually destroyed by fire, resulting in secession of the school there in 1970s. Okay, I need to get more understanding.
It's a conflict.
Yeah, it's a conflict. That Yagami. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I'm looking for 55-gallon drum.
Uh-huh.
If anybody could donate, or are we willing to pay a small price for it?
So you need a 55-gallon drum?
55 gallon. Those people send out the stuff and so in.
Uh-huh. What's your number?
My number is 668
Uh-huh.
8282.
668-8282.
Yes.
Got you covered.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Good morning. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Uh-huh.
I think they're speaking about where the basketball
You have to speak up. What you said?
where the basketball city is and the community center. I want to believe it's days where the government place was, because you know that they had the high school there at one point.
Mm-hmm.
The junior high school was there.
Yes,
That burned down in the 70s, and that's when they built Washi.
Uh-huh.
So I want to believe it's there they meant when in person were talking about with the fire.
Okay.
Maybe that compound there was the government.
Okay. I really remember the fire there, when they had, I think they had, Marlon, they had, thanks a lot, they had gunpowder or something underneath.
Yeah, because it blew.
And it was pow, pow, pow. We was getting a lot of that, I think. When the fire on the other side
I'm
took
vague
place.
with that one myself. Because if this is the 70s, I left think it's 1970.
Yeah. That's right.
And I remember, because I've been in Mervyn Church. I was in the Boys Brigade.
Mhm.
I mean, I go up that road to Mervyn Church
back and forth,
twice on Sundays. And Friday nights, Bible class, and junior choir practice.
Oh
and
my
all that
gosh. I know.
I walked that road a lot.
Yeah.
And at the girls' high school, remember, the rest of it is fuzzy.
Morning.
Hey, yeah, morning.
Yes.
Yeah, even they talk about all that over tabernacle. Start at 1. I forgot to mention that. Start at 1.
Okay.
And then cook up water, barbecue chicken and stuff on sale, along with drinks. Come ready to participate.
Okay.
Good morning again. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Hi, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I think I just hear Marlon say he was in the Boys Brigade.
That's correct. Mr.
Okay.
Christmas, go
When
ahead.
you get a chance, could you please call this number 665-7540?
Okay,
I have it.
Okay,
from
and,
when you-
Okay.
And who am I speaking to?
Well, one of the long-serving member of Boys Brigade.
Okay, one of the long-serving members. Okay.
Yes, right.
We'll
You see, about 58 years since I'm Boys Brigade.
I have a question. You got a picture in the uniform still?
A lot of them.
Oh, I'll be interested.
Well, I will need to get in touch with you because I'm trying to rebuild a union for next year.
I have a
You
question.
see,
I have a
next
question.
year
Go ahead.
should, as the history book say, supposed to make Boys Brigade 130 years in St. Kitts.
Interesting. Didn't know that. But
Well, I'm telling you.
were you in the park?
Sandy Point. That's Sandy Point Boys Brigade come from.
Okay. So, but maybe it won't be. But for what is worth, when the Queen came, the boys, she was the patron saint of the Boys Brigade, And the Boys Brigade was in the Warner Park when they trooped the line. Maybe our age group, maybe our ages might be such that one of us, maybe you weren't there. Maybe
I wasn't there.
Okay, you were there?
No.
Okay, so you're a younger version. Okay,
Yes.
I'll get the number from Jazzy. Okay.
Okay.
So we could have a chit chat before you go back.
Thanks.
Okay. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Is this Radio Market?
It is.
Hi, is this Radio Market?
Yes, it is.
Hi, I have one husband for sale, slightly used. Price is negotiable.
And who the hell, many you want to go this? So well, my please. You know,
you want to hear something though? You would just maybe come off the wrong way. So I'd be very careful. Women are very, very, very bold. Most men wouldn't get the gumption to say that. A woman will, you know.
But a gentleman called in once, right, and said he wants a girlfriend. He needs a wife, and he's gonna conduct interviews. And people were calling him. He left his number, and females were calling him to see. So I don't know. That person have an accent, and your wives have accents. But I don't think that they would do that. They know that is a number.
Somebody might say, well, take him out my hand. You know?
I don't think they know that.
Careful what you wish for.
I'm telling you, good morning.
Yes, sir. Auntie Dorothy and your host. Yes. I believe was part of the taekwondo in Victoria Road. And here this thing used to be. Can he get Bundong? Used to be grammar school, India.
Yes.
I believe I was India.
Okay. Thanks, Casilda. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious! What a way to end radio market.
Someone, it's just TikTok stuff, right? But somebody had his wife under his arm. He's a big guy, you know. So he walked up to the parents' room and said, "No, he had it like this." He says, "I'm bringing this one. She spent too much money." The father said, "I got one in here too." He said, "I got more."
So he just sent him back. You just go back with it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing, you know?
Yes. So I'm thinking of. You see so many pictures today with veterans who they amputees, and I was looking at one of my favorite pictures is Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck, and I was looking at an episode where he went to this guy who was in the army, and he wasn't remembering stuff, so he'll talk and he'll say a few words and he'll stop and he'll have to finish the sentence for him, and you see all of this. And it really bothers me. Like I said, well, I just give God thanks that both of you came out of the army, and you are good in body and you're in everything, you know. But you see all of this. Most of the times when you see it, you seldom see. You see so many of them.
It's
hurt.
There's no real answer for that, because it's as long as the military is what it is and it is designed to do what it does. There's no getting around the fact that it's going to be collateral fallout damage, people hurt, people staying for life. And I'll even tell you now, I know for me, I don't sleep at all. Matter of fact, they say it. He never sleeps. And it's because of once you get in a position where you have people on your mind, you care for them, you leave and you come back. I mean, you remember Speedy? Speedy called me, young kid, blown up in Iraq, and he wants to make me feel good about the fact that don't feel guilty, Sergeant Major, because I'm hurt. And he sang the song. He said, Sergeant Major, I'm popular in D.C. I'm black, I'm white, yeah. But when it blew up, half of his face was burnt off.
Wow.
And he was trying to make me feel.
Yeah.
That don't leave you. Were you there in some battles? When I pinned some battles, he didn't make some first guys, but I pinned him, for a leadership position, a platoon sergeant. He went to Baghdad. They got taken one night.
Wow.
He's in my head.
He's from San Antonio.
Huh? He's from San Antonio, yeah. Matter of fact,
he's alive?
No.
You said he got killed. Okay.
But the night they got attacked was him and Specialist Marshal. Maybe I remember the name. The names don't leave me because they're my soldiers, right? And even though you're not always there with them, you're always accountable and always responsible. Yeah. So
were you ever like you were in Afghanistan, you were in the war, you was like, I mean, did you take part in all that?
Yeah.
Or you were just, really?
Yeah.
But I mean, you said you don't sleep.
No.
And that's because you said because you think about...
Well, the memory comes back around all the time about, it never leaves you.
Yeah.
It just don't.
Is it the same with you? Like you'd be alert?
Yeah, you always have to be alert and aware of your surroundings and the whole 9 yards. Anything you do,
yeah. So how do you relax? How did you relax?
Yeah, it's.
I like Guinness. How's that?
Okay.
Does that sound good enough for you? And I walk a lot. I like to walk.
Okay.
But it's a small percent of people that actually deploy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you look at the whole total size of the Army or the military package period, it's a small percentage that actually deploys. So.
Yeah. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, Jazzy.
Yes.
Best side up. Good morning.
Morning.
And your guest. Yeah, Jacko.
Hey.
Give me Henry number.
Give you what?
Oh.
It's Henry.
What's your time here? 465-3645.
Yes, because our mother and my mother were very good friends,
Uh-huh.
I remember in Buckley we had one of the biggest yard in the last section, so my mother used to eat pig in our yard for her, and sometimes I would want to play, my mother tell me to go look feed the pig and stuff.
Okay.
And a brother named Jerry, every Sunday he cooked, he make him come to eat. Right there, so we come up good. You know my mother, you remember my mother very well.
Okay.
From Buckley, so.
Yeah,
We get to some Silliman bush and stuff, but Silliman bush is very good. He have a insulin in it for internal injury.
Oh, okay.
So it's a very good bush to really drink in times, At times. So I'll get some Silliman and some lemon. I'll fix a red bush. I know where I like.
All right, thanks. Okay.
What the number is again? I have a
465-3645.
Okay, thanks. 3645.
Okay, take care. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hi, yes, morning. Is it the market?
It is.
Yes, good morning, Jazzy D. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm just, just want to let everybody know that I have some barrels. My sister would have called already, so I'm calling again to let everybody know that I have some barrels for sale. And my telephone number is 763-8624, and my name is David.
Kind of barrels.
What anybody kind of looking barrels to buy, call me, contact me.
They're the blue barrels?
Huh?
Blue barrels? The blue ones? How they're small?
Yeah, the big blue ones, yeah.
The big ones?
Yeah, 55 gallons.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
No problem. Gotcha.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Uncle Mickey?
Mickey's not here.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, Jazzy.
All right, cool. Yeah. Good morning. Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
To you and your guests. Okay, we want to remind the folks of Jack's pains. Pains are part of the body. Telephone number contact is 765-1728. I'm sure that your guests will agree with me that war is very ugly. Very, very ugly.
Okay.
It's ugly. Blessed love.
Blessed love. Okay. Yeah, so you said how do you relax, you said?
You just have to find, you have to pray. Pray and just wish for the best for everybody that's over there.
So you say it's not a lot being deployed.
Well, when people hear the army, the first thing about is a gun, killing. You know, when people in the army have never shot at someone in anger, because not everybody in the military goes off to fight a war.
Uh-huh.
And war is a funny term because there are many stages to war. Some wars, there are folks who would use the Cold War as the war that nobody fight around. But isn't that the kind of war you want to have, where everybody's at bay? Because once you start, you have to accept the fact Once war gets started, it's hard to turn off. There are those who are written in the history books that says war is about old men talking and young men dying, because the people who normally die are on the front lines of a younger demographic.
Okay.
But not everybody deploys. Not everybody deploys at the same time. I mean, there's stages. Not everybody goes into the fight at the same time. Not everybody is the units in, say, Korea. They're staffed at 105% strength because they have an enemy right across the border.
Okay.
And it takes a lot of time to bring troops from North America or Germany to Korea. Now, other parts of the military are not staffed at the same amount. It's like the tip of the spear concept. Okay. Everybody don't get everything the same time, because everybody's not in the fight the same time. So you tailor resources, people, equipment, time and money towards where you find the biggest threat.
Okay. That's right. Yeah.
I would tell you, I was in Afghanistan, and there was a general, I can't remember his name, 2 stars, Major General. He was in the communication field. He had his first deployment after 35 years of military service. And he got shot. Killed.
Wow.
First time. He had never been in any combats any places. And this time he's a 2-star general. Pretty tough.
So why the son if then he never been out there before?
Well, because you can't avoid it. Eventually your time will come.
Oh my
when you have
gosh.
To go. I mean, you train and prepare for it, but no one knows. I'll give you an example, right? Soldier come out of basic training, goes to advanced military training. By the time he's finished, by the time he finished training, both the basic and advances his job, whatever that job is, and he gets to his unit. That unit is deploying. He gets to the combat zone. Not he didn't get to the combat zone. He get to like maybe a holding area that they're waiting to deploy, and they take incoming. He been on me 6-7 months. He dead or wounded. That's the opposite side of the coin. And they got guys spend 20-30 years never been deployed, and the first time they deploy. The first time. So if you deploy when you're a young soldier, and then maybe along the way again you're a little middle of the road, and then by the time you're someone who is seasoned, you've had some steps.
Yeah, so they're seasoned.
But the thing is that none of us can determine when the next war is going to come. So you can't predict that. So you can't keep everybody in the war indefinitely. So you have to rotate soldiers. I mean, how would you want your husband or your son to be out there
all the time? No. Yeah, I see a point.
I'll even tell you something worse than that. I was in Kuwait at the time, and I had a colonel that I used to work for. He came by and he closed the door, and he started crying. It's a 47-year-old man, colonel, Eagle, been in combat, been in a few other situations, and this is what happened to them. He was a brigade commander, and I served him when he was a battalion commander. And when you're at that status, nobody can see you human. You get my point?
Yeah.
So when he came in office, he wanted to be human, and he just started. And he's telling me a story. It's in the books. You go look it up. 427 Field Artillery were redeployed from Iraq. They went down road Tampa. They got to the port in Kuwait, washed their vehicles, packaged them up to ship them back to the States. The army was struggling with the mission at the time, so they needed to keep more forces. So they sent them back up. The tour was only 12 months. In a hostile environment, people getting killed routinely.
Wow.
The army decided to keep them in Iraq for 3 more months. So they reconfigured the vehicles, drove back up road Tampa, and the first day they got there, 8 soldiers got taken out.
Wow.
Now here's the key for that. Many of those soldiers had to call their wives and moms and dads and children and say, "Hey, we're coming home." Could you imagine the next phone call?
I know.
They had left the combat zone, been released from it to redeploy. And the military made a decision at the top, says, we can't bring these guys back. This particular unit up here needs reinforcement. Because it's easier to keep you in position than to replace the vacuum you leave. So the army's not for everybody. The military, I would not encourage anybody to join the military. I'm telling you. The military becomes a calling once you get into it and you find out who you are relative to your performance and relative to how you're measured in the macro scheme of things. And so when those things happen, I didn't do 31 years. I did 1 day, every day, for 31 years.
I know.
It's a difference.
I could imagine, yeah.
No one going to say, I'm going to do 30. You can't say 31 year contract. When I got drafted, it was for 2 years. And then when the time came, my father got killed, so I got out of the military. And when I did go back in 5 years later, the reenlistment option was mine. The Army wanted me. I wanted the Army. We meet in the middle. Okay, yeah. Okay, sign here. You do 4 or 5 more years. And if you're getting promoted and you're getting positions of increased responsibility, and I love what I did. As simple as that. And not everybody can say that about their profession. So I respect people who might have a viewpoint of, but you love the Army. You know what, in the military, I help young men and eventually women grow to become who they want to become. I said again, I help. So I didn't see the guns, and those are not what I saw. I saw young men and eventually young women trying to find themselves. And in my leadership capacity, I along with the tools that I've been, trained with or exposed and mentorship, whatnot, try to find out, how do I get this person to see the best part of themselves and get them to replace me? Because leaders' number one job is to make new leaders. Leadership is an argumentative term, and everybody's subjective to what they say. But if you're not replacing yourself, what's the purpose of being a leader?
I know, that's right.
You have to see yourself not sitting there anymore. This and not this. And you have to figure who's that person going to be, and how do I set conditions, and how do I create an environment that other people feel they can grow and self-actualize. And you see yourself working as a job. My last job in Afghanistan was a job where when I took it, I was in the military, I was a military advisor. It says, one of my deliverables was to replace me. And replace me mean that when the end of this contract,
you take, yes.
That's it. You're gone. Wow. Somebody's got to pick up and run with it. Replace yourself.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Javi. I was listening to you guys for most of the morning. One of the questions came to mind is about Madhouse Ali. Ask Marlon if Miss Ash house they had there, that long house from Picton Street, go back to the alley, if that wasn't on the old Madhouse.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't say no. I would tell you I probably don't know. I know looking at, I lived in Newtown until I was 17, 18 years old. I left in 1970. And although I've, had my ear to the ground, I've never really heard anybody speak about that. But Miss Ash, I'm aware of Miss Ash house, exactly what you're talking about. And the size of it, it was, Miss Ash, wasn't a 2-story building, if I'm correct?
Yeah, it was a it all rotten down now.
Yes.
I left Newtown when I was 15. Okay. So, this is Bevis Marlon.
Bevis, but you didn't say who you was from the beginning. Bevis, I ain't talked to you in a long time. Good day, brother. How you doing?
Well, right now I'm trying to get rid of some blood clots in my left leg.
Oh, well, we got to work on that. What you do? Are you on some sort of a program that facilitates some results, positive results?
Well, yeah. Right now I'm doing blood thinners.
Okay, all right.
To get rid of it. Yeah.
Well, look here.
But yeah, I always believe that because that house, Miss Ashad, how it was designed, they didn't build it that way. That house seemed like it was being there, and I wondered if that house wasn't the Madhouse.
Inquiries mine need to know. I'm going to have to ask my brother, because it so happened that he built some houses or apartment in Madhouse Alley. So I'll have to ask him if he can share some light. He's a bit of a historian. He might be able to help me. I'll ask him.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And all the best.
And Bevis. Oh, sorry.
You there? Bevis?
Yeah,
hey,
I'm here.
Hang in there, brother. Hang in there.
Yeah, man, I will.
And you keep taking care of yourself.
Yeah, and pass on my best to my brother Mick, man.
I will.
We will.
Yeah, we will do that. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, he might used to make some great black pudding.
Yeah?
Hello, Gabby.
Yes.
I don't know how old Marlon is, but I'm 76 years old. And I remember when people used to get crazy, the way bad ones, they used to send them to Antigua.
Yeah, that's what she said.
The ones used to stay in Sinkers, and they kept them down by the Cardin home. That building next to the Cardin home, they called the Crazy House.
Yes,
It's been confirmed.
I remember them sending the prisoners, the notorious prisoners used to go to Antigua. and the notorious crazy people used to go to Antigua. Because Antigua was head of the Leeward Island.
Yes.
So that's what my memory is. So I'm 76, and that's what I remember.
Well, I think you've been seconded by another person who said the same
Miss
thing.
Henry, somebody said that.
And you're older than I. I'm 70, so don't slow down. I'm gonna keep following you, okay?
Yes. Okay, my sister says that the old girls' school, now youth and community center, which is a Victoria Road, was where government house was. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Jazzy and Marlon, everyone that is there.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What I call about with Madhouse Alley, as I was born in the 50s, really.
Yes.
52.
And it was not Madhouse Alley at the name of it all the time. It became Madhouse Alley because of the same teacher that the guy who spoke about, Teacher Ash.
Yes.
Remember, she was a teacher, high educated person.
Correct.
And for some reason, she had went off like. And where that house on the corner there, to go through that alley, because remember, this is how some of these names become about, like Ajax Alley, Shalman Alley, and then that alley between there was supposed to be Roxborough Alley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Teacher Ash went off, and instead of calling it Roxborough Alley, they call it Madhouse Alley because of Teacher Ash had went off.
Okay. That sounds like yes.
You see, it wasn't thing. The same way with Picayune Street, go along up there. People were saying it's between Roxborough Street, between there where the Five Field them was between there.
Yes.
So you could have said Picayune Street between Roxborough Street and Picayune Street. But they call the alley Madhouse Alley, but it wasn't like that. It's because of Teacher Ash.
Okay.
Well, thank you for privacy.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, thank
you. We have another caller?
No.
Okay. I want to share some with you, and you could appreciate this. Over the years, my mother was called Miss Willie. It gravitated to Killy. So it depends on who know my mother. Older people say, "Oh, Miss Willie." What are you talking about? My mother. But if you all the people in the community and us growing up, they call her Killy. So what I'm saying, names get.
Yes.
My grandma, I have a brother named. His nickname is Cobby. He was here about a week ago. Most people know him, don't know his real name. By the way, his name is Morel Faustino Phipps. But everybody call him Cobby. Our grandmother, he lived with her for a while in Connery. She used to call him Cabral.
Okay.
Cabral is a Portuguese name.
Yeah.
If you see my grandmother, you'll get the idea.
Yeah.
She look Indian Portuguese. But the bigger story is that names start out a certain way.
Yep, that's true.
And over the years, people find their way to, they evolve, and next thing you hear somebody call somebody a certain name and say, where you get a name from? And then you get the history. But this come out of Miss Willie. An old man was telling me about Miss Willie. She could sing so good. She used to say, well, who Miss Willie? Your mother. They call her, my mother name is Ethely, but everybody call her Killy. Miss Killy.
Yeah.
Mama Killy. There was all the kids, Mama Killy, Mama Killy, Mama Killy.
Okay. Yeah. When you see the time, it's about 22 minutes before 12.
And I got to go.
And I'm so happy that you...
I saw 11:30 and I said, no, I got it.
I have one more question though.
Sure.
So how was the link between both of you now? How did you link? Did you teach him? Or you under in his battalion or whatever you call it?
When Dickens came to the unit, I was the first son of a unit in the 1st Cavalry Division called, it's a multiple launch rocket system, right? And he came there, am I correct?
Yeah.
And you deployed with me, right? You deployed to the desert. Yeah, we deployed to Kuwait.
Kuwait twice.
Yeah, so we did. And like I said, from his position, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So the influence is very strong forward now. But over the years, I mean, I've been involved in absorbing his progression, even though he was no longer in my unit. If you're in my unit one time, you're always in my unit. So when I tell you, you leave there with a 5th chip. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, you do. You know. So when I see you again,
Yeah.
I look for great things from you, you know.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see you advancing and doing whatever you choose to do the best. Even if you choose to get out, I'll tell guys, get out the army. This ain't for you. It's okay. Go be a scientist. Go be a doctor. Go run the country. Go be the president. Go. But you are doing nobody no good to pretend that what happens don't happen in the army. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually, someday gonna come where you're gonna have to do the skills that you were trained to do. And if that's not what you want to do, that's fine. Go be something else. But don't stay here and create things. So I was in a very senior position when I met him. But over the years, that have continued. I never stopped mentoring, so to speak. So if you're one of my soldiers, no matter where you're at, over the years, I'm always tracking you. And eventually, we'll meet up again. As a matter of fact, I just came from a retirement ceremony of one of the soldiers.
Okay.
30 years. And he was going the wrong direction. And he tell you.
Very wrong direction.
and I was shocked and surprised.
In the wrong direction?
Yeah, you know, in his mind.
Yeah.
And I pretty much said to the soldier in so many words, and let me keep it short. You can stand that road. You know it's leading. But there's some other roads. You could also take a look at those roads. Well, he took a look at those roads, and he retired after 30 years in the military. Chief Warrant Officer 5. They don't make a 6. That's the highest you can go. And if you was at this ceremony, you'll see. I mean, 3-star generals were there. He wanting to be. So happy that he was a part of the thing. And when I got there, he said, I was going to sit the cheap seats. It's a big organization, right? He says, no, Samaja, where you going? Your seat reserved for the front. You're sitting next to my mama. And when I went there, I expected, I've been retired,
Yeah.
I went to support him, sit in the back seat. He said, no, you're sitting right here.
Do you have to put your uniforms on at any time? Or you don't have to?
There's no requirement.
No. You don't have to?
People will wear it. They'll wear it for like maybe certain special occasions. Maybe they'll go to a funeral or they go to a retirement ceremony, but there's no requirement.
Yeah.
And I ain't putting on a uniform ever again. I ain't shaving, period. My uniform is me.
Okay.
So when I put it down, I put it down. I have not worn it any place, and I can still fit it. Some people don't wear it because they can't fit it.
I was going to ask if you could still fit your uniforms, but
I can still fit mine.
I'm happy to hear. Let's see. Hi, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Greetings. This is your sergeant. Greetings to the guests, Brother Marlon and the other brother who is there.
Yes.
And all the listening audience internationally. No, I'm very happy to see we have people coming back who has vast experience in military. We, as the African diaspora, we need a lot of assistance in terms of military assistance to recruit and regroup as diasporan army and a continental army so that we could have all the artilleries, most than everyone in the world, because this is Africa where all of these minerals come from to build these artilleries. And we as a people, we are treated the worst. We are thrown under the bus. We suffer the most poverty. And they call us third world where our resources is going, and they are just taking it and building themselves and have us like servants to our own wealth. So talking to the brother Marlon, if you are interested in engaging into any training as it relates to the diaspora to become strong and Africa to become strong, so that Africa is now coming the first and superpower nation of the world. It will be first in terms of superpower. And Africa is rising, the eyes of the people is opening. So somebody like you is very valuable in the eyes of training, as you have a passion for training. So, if Marlon is interested to engage with other armies across the continent of Africa, and with other soldiers, troops, ex-troops from the U.S. Army to recruit, so we could start something, connect with the 6th region diaspora, because we have a say now. We are being adopted by the AO, and we have a say in every affair that goes on in Africa. We have access to resources and so on. So I will listen to you after yes, it's really fun.
Okay, thank you.
That's a loaded question for me to answer on the air, and I wouldn't presume to think I'm responsible or capable to do that. Not capable, but responsible for that message. But I understand your point. And anywhere I can assist in what I'm able to do, I'm always willing to step forward. I also am tempered by the limits of advance of anybody's individual, personal, well, I don't want to say their personal desires or what they like to see happen. Because Africa is a continent for sure, of 54 nations. And if we look at our history, those nations within themselves have their own set of challenges, as the colonists have, from every part of Europe, has found their way inside of Africa as a continent. So the countries have a challenge in trying to figure out how they work with one another to begin with, and that's probably where we need to get started. And it's not the forum for that, okay? But I appreciate the question, so thank you.
Okay, so it's like now
time for me to go.
15 minutes before 12. I ain't reached nowhere with Terrell yet, you know.
No, but
I ain't get to engage him enough, you know.
Because people keep, when people call me up,
but it's what we have to do, you know.
So,
yes. So next time you come back, and when you and Marlon come again, you'll do it from 8 in the morning. So I'll have you for like an hour, and you will just be talking. Yeah. Okay, because this is the time when we silence, but we have the back and forth banter. But we people are, as you hear, people calling in to sell stuff at the same time. For those of you online, yes, I don't know what happened, but I guess the guys had some difficulty. That's why you're not seeing us. But it's good to know that even though you're not seeing us, you can hear us still, and you were engaging. It is nice to know. Okay, so
teacher.
Yes.
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Because when I pick him up, I didn't really plan to do this with him. But I said, this be a nice different touch.
Yes.
So I included him because when you sent the text and aside, I said, Jazz want me to come today. I know that was it was, right?
I've been trying to call you all in the morning, but the phone, it just kept, and it's not only your number, I kept getting that.
Phone issues in
try your dial the number again and try and dial. And I keep saying, well, how come we can't get this? Marlon, so I'll try in the afternoon, you know?
Write this number down.
Right. So you WhatsApp me that number?
No,
okay.
No, this one. This is my stateside number, and it's always, no matter here or where, it's always with me, all right?
Okay.
404.
We waited because my phone and me can put it in now. Okay.
775. 1920.
Okay, got you covered.
And Linda got it. How's that?
Well, I could ask her.
So if you, I have my number. She got it.
Yes, okay.
So no problem there.
So Terrell, it was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.
And I hope that you do enjoy yourself here with us.
Thank you so much.
I ain't going to see you again because I know you and Marlon going ramping.
Yeah, we're going ramping right now.
Yes,
we're going to sell on a few other things that
I'm not going to see you again. So you take care of yourself, and it would have been nice to meet your wife. And how old your children are?
So I have 4. I have a 37-year-old.
Oh, cool, like my son.
31. I have 2 31s.
Okay.
And I have a 21.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have a 37, 30, and 25.
Okay.
Three sons.
Don't ask.
3 lions. Yeah. So I've only seen one, but it's only one you have?
No. My oldest son, believe it or not, Marlon Jr. passed when he was 16 months old. Nobody who knows me knows that. Okay. He would have been 41. Well, he would be 41 July 15th, but he passed at 16.
Okay.
16 months, yeah. And I have two daughters and another son. So I have 5.
Okay, hold on.
I have 5 children.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was just calling to ask Marlon if his mother was Miss Willie who used to live on Manchester Avenue.
No. My mother lived in... it's funny. She grew up as a girl at Manchester Avenue. But her mother, Miss Thompson, had a shop next to Deming, right up from John Street, right Deming, right next to him. My grandma had a shop there. The place is, of course, not a shop anymore. But... my mother was called Miss Willie as a kid, but it morphed to Killy, so people call my mother Killy, and we grew up in Hubbard Alley in Newton.
Oh, okay, because he had a lady named Miss Willie who used to sell
I know Miss Willie, not that one. I know Miss Willie.
Not that one. My mother was a seamstress, and
the Miss Willie you're talking about used to have a tray.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah,
no.
she used to be by Netball City and so no, not
the
her.
lady. But I know who you're talking about. Not the lady. No.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Oh, no, you have to go, And I was to ask you about, remember when we used to have the tire and we used to hit it? You had your days of that?
Yeah. We just down the street with a stick.
Yeah, and you go shop with it and you park up and
park
so
up and
people used to park up the tire inside.
No, somebody probably want to say it's a parking lot. I'll give me a job.
Yeah, you're
parking.
I used to park the tire and so. And that was the first time you get this stick and you get the tire. You did that as a child too? Where you get this stick and you just hit it and you go in and then and you put it on it like to steer it,
Exactly.
Movements,
Ingenuity.
I'm telling you, we were so creative back then. The gigs and all of them that we used to make. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Sparks? Well, before your time. He went to grammar school with us, and he used to compete with the radio station because he had his own radio station in grammar school.
Mm-hmm.
I never remember his full name. I just know we call him Sparks. I guess Sparks probably maybe 3 or 4 years older than me.
Okay.
I'm guessing. But
do you know where he was from? What part of the island?
I want to think.
If he was a Newtown man or he was
it wasn't Newtown. I don't think. No, it wasn't Newtown. But he was very, very good, and he had some issues with the government as far as radio station because he had.
So he had a real radio station?
Maybe in the back of his house.
Yeah.
But yes, he did. He used to transmit.
Wow.
Yeah.
On a ham radio, that kind of thing.
He used to transmit. People listening. And if you heard the word Sparks, and he went to grammar school in the
Let me see two callers. Let me see if they know him. Hi, good morning.
It's a lot of talent. No, I don't know him. You guess there. Tweed House is in Herbert Alley.
Which house?
Tweed House. The upstairs house what they used to call Tweed House.
Tweed House.
Tweed House. Not in Herbert Alley. There was no upstairs building in Herbert Alley. In Herbert Alley, we had the Gums family. You had Miss May. You had the Broadbelt.
Okay, maybe it's the wrong road.
No.
When you turn across Douglas Street and make that left before you meet the Bay Road, what the street the name?
Okay, if you come on, you're on the Bay Road, correct?
On the Toto, you're leaving from Toto Shop and you're going down to the sea, but you make that left, go across there by the water, with the road there. What the road the name?
That's Bay Road. But if you make the left, you're gonna make the left. Scabby shop is on the corner.
But you don't reach the Bay Road.
Oh, you don't reach it.
You sign up to the shop and you're going down to Douglas Street.
I'm following you. Continue.
You don't reach to the Bay Road. There's a left turn there. What a road the name?
Herbert Street. That is Herbert Street. There's a Herbert Street and a Herbert Alley. That's Herbert Street.
Good, that good, I realize what's going on, Okay, that was tying me up.
Okay.
So that's Herbert Street.
Herbert Street. That's correct.
Oh, okay, my brother, bless.
Okay. Hi, good morning.
This boy quiz me. I might pass the test.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, Jackie, good morning.
Ah.
I'm going to you. I was supposed to sleep up by the alley there, so when you come down College Street, got?
Hey, that sounds familiar.
By the alley by College Street?
Yeah. We found Dr. Claxton had the office there.
You mean through my alley from Navy Street?
No, when you come down College Street got in the center.
So you're going over to Market Street, you mean then?
Then you could come down by the guy who has the lawyer office. You know, the Nolan them living in the gut. Nolan them.
So you're going down by Dillil Garden area?
Yeah, he had living up Dillil Garden.
He had lived Dillil Garden?
Yeah, he had lived Dillil Garden.
He had named Sparks?
Yeah.
That was a nickname, correct? Sparks.
And I think his mother used to work with the Blakes them.
Okay.
His mother used to work where?
With the Blakes and them.
With the Blakes, okay. Oh, so that's where he was, okay.
And then he only had thing with the law. He had to run from the law.
Oh, okay, he had to run.
Yeah,
radio station, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But I think he oversees them.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It was good.
Wow. Hi, good morning. Last call.
Yes, last call. This is personal. Yeah, he probably the guy right. Sparks was living up the garden there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but opposite Nolan. He had a woman there with a scam used to live. And in back, but Sparks lived right in front. A small house here, to the back, he had his stuff there. He had the radio station and so on. Yeah. So the guy, right.
Yeah.
But Sparks was he was real good.
He was.
Yeah, man, he was good too.
Spark had to hug him to be able to have to run from the line eventually. Yeah, he had to be gone.
And he did this while going to school.
Yeah, man, Spark was very good. Anyway.
Thank you, personal. Okay, we had another caller. What do you think?
Take him.
Take it? Okay, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jazzy.
Cuss me out now.
I just, the guy you hear is here sitting with, right? Yesterday, I went by a place to buy something, and I hear the voice speak. It was Stanley Frank, brother, it is Sam Frank.
Yes.
And I watch him and say, this voice sounds like a voice over here. He said, from where? I say, remember Quincy tell you that you took off from Malta after the beach truck. After the beach truck. When you were small, and he start laughing.
I want to meet that guy.
Yeah, Jazzy, he's something else to tell you. He gave me a whole life story about his time in the military and way of life. And me and he and Sam Frank, a friend of mine, came from Paris. Had a good conversation. And he's somebody that everybody's supposed to meet and have a good conversation with because he knows a lot of
I'm telling you, it's always a pleasure chatting with him.
He knows a lot of things to tell you. This is the second time I met him. I met him before. Spoke to him too, but yesterday actually detect the voice. I said, that sounds like somebody who will be around Jazzy, you know. I said, you were there the other day when we was sick. He said, yeah. And they had a good conversation. He was in the play they were talking who come from Paris too, but I have to meet him sometime again and take him part of a farm. And we spoke about it, so he planned to come by me sometime. But he's a great guy.
Hey, thanks for the.
Oh, you take care, brother.
Yeah, remind me to pay you more money, okay? I need to pay you some more money so you can keep commercializing what I'm doing. I ain't paying you enough money, so remind me next time you give a raise, okay? Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Good talking to you.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Okay, thank you so much. It's 5 minutes before 12, so
I gotta go.
You did a good job, Marlon. Thank you so much.
Well, thank
Y'all
you.
take care. I'm gonna read over the things and before we go into the news.
Yeah.
Okay.